Hi, Royal Rose here, and this is my first video in a couple months because I was busy having a baby. This is Apollo Sean Jenkins, our second son, born December 11th at 10:48 at night, is what I have been busy with the last couple months. Towards the middle to the end of October, I decided to take a bit of a break from my speaking and my videos and writing and to just focus on my pregnancy and ending that strong with lots of self care and time for rest and no extra um, worries that didn't need to be done at the time. Uh, but I'm excited to have had him and be able to get some time back now to be able to do the things that I'm passionate about and the things that are fun to me and bring me joy. Um, so I wanted to talk a little bit and share a little bit about my experience having a baby in a pandemic and what that labor process was like. So this time, because it was my second baby and I knew my body a little bit better, I spent less time at the hospital before I was in full labor because I did the most of the pre-labor and the contracting at home and went to the hospital when I was really at that point of strong contractions every 5 minutes, which was really nice. When I did get there, I had to wear a mask, and so did my husband, and I couldn't take mine off until my COVID test came back. So for 2 hours while I'm contracting and trying to focus on my breathing, I still have a mask on, which was inconvenient but not the worst thing ever. I was happy that my test came back negative and that I could finally take that mask off and breathe freely. And then because that was negative, I was also able to use laughing gas, which is in the labor rooms at the hospital I went to, and that helped with some of the pain from the contractions and just helping me refocus and focus on getting ready to push this guy out. The being in the hospital wasn't too much different than um, pre-pandemic, but I haven't done a lot of hospital stays. Pretty much the only time I've ever stayed in the hospital was my first son. The thing I noticed was that I had less nurses in my room. They really try to limit the number of people in a room. But I still had all the support and all the help that I needed at that time. And I wasn't able to have any visitors or anyone in the room while I was laboring other than my husband Sean, which I was totally fine with. I'm somebody that doesn't like distractions when I'm trying to focus on something, especially something that takes so much energy and focus. Um, so not having other people there was fine. I only stayed for a night after having him, so there wasn't really time for visitors. Visitors would have um, just been something else to burn through the day when all the doctors are coming in and checking on you and doing all of your vital checks and the baby's vital checks, like that. But overall, it was a good hospital stay. It was kind of like um, just like a weekend quarantine in my hospital room because they don't really want you leaving your room or walking around the hospital. So I stayed in that post delivery room from the minute I got in it after I had him to um, the minute I went home. My husband left the room once to go find a vending machine, but for the most part, he stayed in the room with me all weekend too. So that was what that was like. I was really nervous about what our 2-year-old's reaction would be to the baby bringing him home, but he was really excited the minute we brought him home, and this whole week he's been very helpful with the baby, bringing me diapers, throwing diapers away, helping me find the nook, things like that. And he's very sweet and gentle with him. And he's actually a lot more excited about all of the adjusting to having baby than I thought I would be, or I thought he would be. I thought he would just be very jealous, which I can see him trying to get my attention sometimes, but not um, interfering with what I need to do for the baby. So I was really glad that his transition uh, of becoming a big brother has gone smooth and good so far. I'm going to be posting a mom vlog every week that I'm on maternity leave. So this is the end of week, well, 2, but the end of week 1 of having him home. So I'm going to call this video week 1, and I'll be on maternity leave until either the end of February, when I'm trying to stretch that out to the end of March. Right now, my son Leo, our 2-year-old, is in school for the next, well, he was this week, he's on a break next week, and then he'll be in again the week after, and then he's home with me. So I'll just be vlogging about what it's like taking care of this guy, and then navigating through doing a bit of home preschool. This week has mostly just been relaxing with my husband, who's on maternity leave until right after Christmas, but relaxing with him during the day while our son is at school, and just taking turns together focusing on the baby. And yeah, so it's been pretty easy and good, and that's about all I have to share today, and I'll share some more next week about whatever is going on then. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to stay blessed, stay inspired, and always stay in action. I'll see you next week.